All right, today we're going to talk about a really crucial first step in software development. Think of it as the ultimate bouncer at the door for quality. Yep, we're talking about smoke testing. So let me ask you something. Picture this, a team of developers. They've just wrapped up a brand new version of their software, a new build, as they call it. It's all packaged up, ready to go. So what's the very first thing you think should happen next? Well, that exact moment, that's what we call the first handoff. It's like a new build is born, right? And this is where the magic happens. The code gets all bundled up and passed from the developers who built it over to the quality assurance team, the testers. Their job? To try and break it, basically. So, the jury looks something like this. The developer creates the build, it gets handed over to the testing team, and then, and this is the important part, before anyone dives in deep, a really quick, vital check is performed. It's kind of like making sure a package you just got delivered isn't, on fire before you bring it into your house. It's not the full inspection, it's just that critical first glance. And that first glance is what this is all about, the quick health check. The question we're asking here is super simple, but it's absolutely everything. Basically, is this thing even alive? Does the application launch? Does it respond at all? Forget about all the fancy features for a second. We just need to know if it has a pulse. So this quick health check actually has a name. It's called smoke testing. You might also hear it called build verification testing. Its whole job is to do a quick scan for any really obvious glaring problems. Nowadays, a lot of this is automated, so every time a developer pushes new code, these tests run automatically and scream, "Hey, stop," if they find a bug so bad it makes the whole thing unusable. Now, this is super important to get right. We are not talking about going through the app with a fine-tooth comb. That detailed, exhaustive testing, that comes way later. Smoke tests are all about the big picture, just high-level checks on the stuff that absolutely has to work. So what does that actually look like in practice? Well, we're talking about the most fundamental questions you can ask. Can I log in with my username and password? I mean, if you can't do that, nothing else matters, right? Can a new person sign up for an account? Does the main page even load without a massive error screen? These are the absolute lifelines of the software. And believe it or not, the answers to these really basic questions lead the team to a huge decision. It's a simple black and white choice, but it has massive ripple effects on the project's timeline and resources. It all boils down to one thing. Is it a go or is it a no-go? Okay, so if the smoke test passes, great. The build is considered healthy and it moves on to the next stage for more detailed testing. But if it fails, and this is the whole point, everything grinds to a halt. A fail means there's a major critical flaw, and the build gets sent right back to the developers. Think about it. This just saved the testing team from wasting hours, maybe even days, trying to test an application that was broken from the start. And this right here is the golden rule. It's unbreakable. If the smoke test fails, you don't try to find a workaround. You don't say, oh, well, let's just test this other part. Nope. All further testing just stops. Period. Okay, to really nail this concept down, let's use a simple real-world analogy. Let's call it the engine test. Just think about starting a car for a second. Imagine you're at a dealership. You're about to test drive a shiny new car. You hop in, you put the key in the ignition, you turn it, and nothing. Crickets. The engine is totally dead. Now, at that moment, are you really going to start checking if the air conditioning works or fiddling with the radio? No way, of course not. Why? Because the single most critical function, the engine, has failed. That is exactly what a smoke test is for software. It's just checking to see if the engine turns on. So when you think of it like that, it all clicks into place, right? A smoke test is just that, a quick health check of the build. It's that one essential first step to make sure the foundation is solid before you waste a single second more of anyone's time or money. And really, that brings us back to the core philosophy here. Everything we've talked about, the go or no-go decision, all the time you save, that car engine analogy, it all comes down to this one simple rule. If the smoke test fails, no further testing. It's a simple principle, but it protects the team and helps build quality in from the very beginning. So I'll leave you with this to think about. This idea, it's not just for software, right? Think about your next big project at work, or even a presentation you have to give. What are its most critical core functions? What's the engine test you can run on it to make sure the basic idea is even sound before you pour hours into it? So what's the smoke test for your next big thing?